Hello, friends. We're going to be involving reading a book activity, but during this activity, we're going to be doing physical activities as well. So we're going to be doing our main focus book as uh, Otis and the Puppy by Lauren Long. So for the instructions, everyone should be like when they're moving around, they should be in an open area. Make sure you have your shoes tied so you don't trip up on your shoes and fall down and cause injury. Also, wear shoes that have good grip on the floor so you don't slip. And also make sure you don't run into someone or something. So always have your eyes up, looking around and seeing what's around you so you don't run into something or someone. So we're just going to cover some different movements. So right here is the zigzag, where it goes in a zigzag pattern. And these are some movements we're going to be practicing. And then here's a straight pattern. You're going to be a straight line pattern. You're going to be practicing going in this pattern. And then we're going to go into the curve pattern, which comes up. It's not really straight or zigzag. It goes straight like for a millisecond and then branches off and curves like a circle does. It's like one big curve connected to each other. And then we have the jump. So we're going to be doing some jumping in here. So as right here, you jump up. So you're going to be jumping with your 2 feet and jump in the air. And then we're going to be practicing some body language, showing emotions of happy right here and sad. So to start off the book, it was a springtime on the farm where the friendly little tractor named Otis lived. The flowers bloomed and the trees were filled with leaves, and the farm buzzed with the joy of a new season. There were fields to plow and crops to plant, and Otis was right in the middle of all of it, working hard, putt, puff, putty, chuff. Okay, for task one, everyone can get up in their open area, and because the story starts with Otis plowing crops in a field, so can everyone move at a slow speed in a straight line in their open area, just like Otis does in the beginning of the story. So I'm gonna give everyone 30 seconds and go. Keep it up, everyone. Moving in a slow, straight pat line, just like Otis does when he's plowing the fields, because he has to get all the crops up. And everyone can stop. And we're going to go back to the book. Okay. When the workday was over, Otis, the little calf, and all the farm friends loved to play hide and seek. Otis, to be it, counting to putt, to puff, 3 putty, 4 chuff, as his friends ran to hide. When he reached 10, it was game on, and Otis motored here and there looking for his friends. He found the little calf hiding in a deep thicket of wild flowers. He found the ducks in mud pond, and he found the bull hiding in the haystack. Otis and the animals would play until the sun disappeared behind the trees, making sure to be home before darkness fell. So for task two, everyone, so Otis is playing hide and seek with all his farm animals. So can everyone use their body and show what hiding looks like? So I'm gonna give everyone 15 seconds to show what they can do hiding and go. Three, two, one, and stop. So let's get going on further through the book. Okay. So one evening, the farmer gathered everyone up in front of the barn and gently placed a burlap sack on the ground. The sack began to wobble, tumble, and roll. It sat up, stretched to the sky, and went, ah, ah, ah. What could be in there? Then popped out a little head. Oh, my bad. So a puppy popped out. So the puppy popped out from underneath the barn and showed excitement. Can everyone now jump with excitement in a zigzag pattern showing happiness? We'll give everyone 15 seconds to do this and go. Remember, zigzag pattern showing happiness and jumping. 3, 2, 1, and stop. We're going to be moving on. A puppy. The puppy shook his ears and raised his head to the sky and yelled out another arf, arf. Then he bust out the bag and romped around, greeting everyone with a wet kiss. He wriggled from head to toe, and his spotted tail wiggled and wagged, wagged and wiggled. The farm animals smiled as they watched their happy new friend, and then, as quickly as he had jumped out of the sack, he wobbled over to Otis, leaned on his tire, yawned, slouched, and plopped off to sleep. The farmer put an old doghouse in front of the barn, scooped up the sleepy puppy, placed him in his new home, and said, "Good night, little pup." Otis, the little calf, and all the farm animals filed into the barn for a good night's sleep. Otis yawned and nestled into his stall. He was thrilled to have the little puppy on the farm, and he smiled as he drifted off to sleep. Put, puff, puttity, zzz. All of a sudden, he awoke to a pitiful whimper. The whimper turned into a whine, and the whine into a yelp. It was the puppy. So, everyone, for task 4. Now the puppy is put into the bed in the doghouse and is very sad. Can everyone move in a slow speed, curved pattern? So you're going to be going in a slow, curved pattern and showing with your body, showing the emotion, what sadness looks like. So I'm going to give everyone 15 seconds to do so. Ready, set, go. So we're moving in a curved pattern, showing what sadness looks like at a slow speed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Moving on to the book. It was dark as midnight. Otis took a deep breath, clicked on his headlights, and putted out to the doghouse, where he found the puppy trembling with fear. He was afraid of the dark. With the chuff, Otis invited him into the barn, where the puppy curled up and fell fast asleep. From that night on, the puppy would slink from his doghouse into the barn with Otis, where he felt safe. See, little pup sleeping on Otis right there. And after a day of working on the farm, the two friends would play hide and seek with the others. One day, while it was Otis's turn to be it, he sat counting to 10 while the others hid. 1 putt, 2 puff, 3 puttity, 4 chuff. But the puppy had something else on his mind. Otis finished counting, peeled out, and motored here and there. Putt, puff, puttity, chuff, swerving and darting and skidding as fast as he could to find his friends. He found the little calf hiding behind the old apple tree and the ducks in the scraggly growth of the honeysuckle. And he found a massive bull trying his best to hide behind a lone dandelion. But where was the puppy? Otis and the animals searched high and low. Even the farmer came to help, but they couldn't find the puppy anywhere. Finally, the farmer stopped the search. It's getting dark. He said, "Let's continue the search in the morning light." Sorry. By the time they reached the barn, it was already quite late, and all the animals went right to bed. Yet Otis couldn't sleep. His heart ached deep inside his engine. He knew how scared of the dark his new friend was, and he was worried that the puppy had wandered into the forest. He putted over to the barn door, looked out into the night, and sighed. Like the little puppy, Otis, too, was afraid of the dark, but he knew what he had to do. He clicked on his headlights and puffed out into the night. So Otis and his friends couldn't find the little pup, so Otis is now going out into the dark to find the little puppy. Can everyone in a curved pattern at a fast speed, so you're going to be moving fast in a curved pattern and act if you're looking for a friend. So you want to be doing some visuals like looking for your friend, like what I'm doing, at a fast speed in a curved pattern. So I'm going to give everyone 20 seconds to do this and go. Remember, you're looking for your lost friend. Got 10 more seconds. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone can stop. So next, we're going to be moving on into the next page. Okay. Just inside the forest, Otis stopped dead in his tracks. The sounds of the night crackled, thumped, and croaked all around him. His heart pounded and he shook like a leaf. Every part of him wanted to turn and run back to the farm, yet he knew his friend needed him. So he closed his eyes and began to count. 1 putt, 2 puff, 3 puttity, 4 chuff. By the time he got to 5, Otis felt a lot calmer. When he hit 10, it was game on. So for task 6, Otis is now in the forest and looking for looking for his pup friend. He skidded and swerved everywhere to find the pup. Can everyone now move in a zigzag, curve, and straight pattern at a slow speed as you're looking for the pup? So you're going to be going a slow speed and you're going to be moving zigzag, curve, and straight patterns. Oh, my bad. And I'm going to give everyone 15 seconds to do so and go. So keep it up. Awesome work, everyone. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, we're going to be moving on to the next part of the book. Oh, nope. Sorry. There we go. I need some glasses. Okay. He peeled out and motored here and there. He swerved and darted and skidded and flashed his headlights everywhere. In the dark night, he circled and crisscrossed the forest, making sure to see every possible place a puppy could hide. Finally, his light shined across an old hollow log with a little spotted tail poking out of the end. The puppy was whimpering softly, too scared to come out, but when he heard Otis, he squealed with joy. Oof, oof, oof. He wriggled and wagged and wiggled right out of that log. He squealed and cried and covered Otis's face with kisses. Look at little Otis. Look at Otis and the little puppy. So for task 7, Otis has found the pup and is very excited. Finally, can everyone jump around practicing all of the different movements that we practice, which is the curve, line, straight, and zigzag pattern. So I want everyone to jump in whether either pattern that they choose to do so. So straight, curve, and zigzag, but you're jumping around in your open area. I'm gonna give everyone 20 seconds to do this and go. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Awesome work. Then the two friends began to make their way home. They stood tall together as they passed through the dark forest, and somehow the night sounds no longer felt so frightening to them. It's because they were going together. They're not alone anymore. On the farm, a warm, safe bed awaited them. Before long, a new day would arrive, full of bright sunshine, work, and play. The end. You can look at Otis the tractor and his little puppy. They're happy together, and there's the ducks and everything. Well, that's the end of the story, everyone. I hope everyone enjoyed practicing different movements to Otis and the puppy. I want to thank you and wish everybody an awesome weekend. And once again, thank you. Bye, everyone.